Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. That's right. You know what? Give it up for yourselves. Give it up. Look at Amp. Look at it go. This will be the last daily for the week. And you know what? It's Friday, so that's convenient. If you find yourself missing the melodious sound of my voice, fear not. Recommend you look through our old videos, and anything that doesn't say daily on it, it's still relevant information, and it's worth a listen. We are bringing you a very special member stream this Saturday, and it's special because I won't be on it. Emory and Belle are taking over the show while I'm on vacation, and I'm as eager as you are to see what direction they go with it. You asked for more of Belle and more of the rainy day tax man. We aim to please, so you are getting all of them. Empire, Shocktober is upon us. Gird your loins for good highs and good lows. I won't say traditionally in October. I'm not going to go that way because I don't believe that what happened this time last year has any effect on what will happen this time this year. But as a pragmatist, I don't ignore the mood of the market either. And if there is an uprising in buying passion, tokens go up. And regardless of what causes that mood, I take it into account. With that being said, AMP is finally tickling a nickel again at the time of this video. Maybe she has a run in her. We shall see. Visa. Do you know Visa? You familiar with Visa? Not to be outdone by these little upstarts like Flexa, turn off the lights. They are starting to make some moves indicating that they see a brighter future for digital payments than the lip service they've been paying to it so far this year. Visa likes to make press releases, most of which are, look at me, I'm Visa. They get ink for a day and then they wither away to obscurity. But this time they are actually giving some details, namely that they are starting to build a hub for cross-chain crypto payments, considering making moves towards. That's Visa in a nutshell for crypto, but we're going to have a go at them today. And finally, I stress this a lot. Use the market to build your AMP. So lest we forget about Polymath, Fetch, COTI, ACH, Scale, going to end the video illustrating what we mean and how to do it. Unpacking all of these things right after this. I keep the active trader open on my my third monitor when I'm getting my my videos ready. It keeps me in a crypto mood. Now I see that AMP has touched and surpassed a nickel again, and it seems like we haven't been here for a while. Congratulations, Empire. I hate celebrating the nickel, but you know what? It's something, and at least it's trending up. 24-hour trading volume is way up for us. 35 million-ish over the last 24 hours. Plant versus Undead only did 5 million. Drop the mic. Now, when one considers the sheer volume of good news that has been coming out about AMP over the last couple of weeks, I want to say that this is way overdue. And not the price, but the volume. Visibility is starting to increase, and it's clear in the 24-hour volume. At this time, 2 weeks ago, volume was half of that. Now, for a $5 billion fully diluted token, 35 million is still just pitiful. But you know what? It's going up. Take the victories where you can get them. And if the trend continues, you might get the price action that you are craving. I personally don't care. AMP is a multi-year token for me. And in 2023, I won't care what the price was on October 1st, 2021. But the psychology of upward movement is important to an investor. We are still in the foundational stages of building, so temper your expectations. Governance, brand new. Recent partnerships, brand new. Chief counsel, brand new. Give it time. So let's pivot to Visa for just a bit. Visa, MasterCard, Discover, Amex, these are the ultimate elephants in the room that show up and they trumpet loudly when people start to forget about them. I have a different viewpoint than a lot of folks who report on these things, and you know what? I'm comfortable with it. When you consider the sheer size and volume of transactions that Visa processes, approximately $1.2 trillion last year, and that is an increase over the year before and the year before. When you consider the 3% they accumulate from that massive volume, Visa has the name and the muscle to turn out the lights of any, and I mean any, digital payments token pretty much whenever they want to. They have the capital. And when you have the kind of money they have, everyone else in the space is sort of an annoyance at best. But here is where I think that they're missing a little bit. Visa is in the process of building a cross-platform system for processing digital transactions. They do things like this a lot, and they always mention it in their press releases. In the process, building, taking a look at, considering. If Visa was serious about taking over the space, they would simply buy the space. They can do it. They have the cash. If they came at Flexa today with a $20 billion offer for a $5 billion fully diluted company, Flexa would be silly to brush that aside. And for Visa, $20 billion is not a lot of money. In a single stroke, with a single line item on their budget, every digital payment processing system in the DeFi would be a subsidiary of Visa. If they were serious about it, that's what I would do. Historically, that's exactly what they do. So with their focus on press releases and the look at me reporting, I'm not really shaking in my boots just yet. What tomorrow brings, who knows? But for now, I think we are okay to grow and develop. Last little bit before we end up running long. And you know what? I might run long anyway, as this is the last video for the week. The psychology of the long-term investment. I mentioned this one quite a bit. I'm going to do it again because I feel that it's critical and want to make sure I make my point. AMP is a long token. I've said that before. And the problem with a long token, if it is your only token, is that you lose objectivity towards it. You see the rest of the market taking off, big gains, lots of volume, and you see your long token just sitting there, flat. It compels you to start creating facts to fit a narrative. AMP won't move. AMP is flat. AMP is a bad idea. The market says so. It creates a doublethink condition that leads to bad decisions. And for those of you who are not familiar with Orwell, doublethink is holding two opposing views in your head at the same time and believing both of them equally. I don't use my own capital to buy AMP, not for a long time. I use profits from the wildly swinging market to buy AMP. I've been doing it since my initial purchase and will continue to do it. Small cap tokens. Those are the variance tokens that you can take advantage of for your short gains. Those short gains are what you need to be using for your AMP. When you are using other people's money to buy your long-term tokens, the price of those long-term tokens becomes less relevant because it's not really your money. The price today doesn't matter. The price in 2 years does. And 2 years from now, you are not quibbling over 5/1000ths of a cent. I have my personal favorites, and I buy and sell them, you know what, damn near every day. But what steadily increases is my AMP. This is the pragmatic trading method. It might not be the crypto method, and I'm okay with that. My portfolio continues to increase, and my risk continues to decrease. This is not financial advice, but you know what? It should be. If you aren't sure where to look for these shorter coins, COTI, Polymath, Fetch, Scale, and you know what? If you really want a wild card, And you know what? I'm not supposed to say this on the channel. Belle even told me, don't even say this. If you really want a wild card, alchemy. That's it, folks. I know this ran long, and I apologize. Last video for the week, so I wanted to get it all out. As I said yesterday, going on vacation for, you know what, an entire week. So the updates will be spotty at best. Emory and Belle will be taking over the live streams. I'm eager to see what they do with them. And you know what? I think you guys are going to be in for a treat. Amps on the move. Be of good cheer. And welcome to October. That's it, guys. Cheers.